unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You just clicked on a Mr. Golden Sports National Football League 13 presentation, and I thank you for choosing this biblical gameplay to check out. And today we are bringing you some Houston Texans gameplay, one of the best teams in the game, and my opponent decides to select the Buffalo Bills. Now, I recently just played with the Buffalo Bills, so I'm not taking them very lightly. I know how dominant they can be. They are definitely an underused team, and the guy's name is, what is that, Blulu, Honolulu? I don't know, I don't know. Maybe that's a nickname for I like to pick Buffalo Bills when you pick the Texans. Who knows? I don't know what that stands for. All I know is my opponent picks the Buffalo Bills, and I feel like I'm going to be in for a pretty tough game because those Bills can be deadly. So, beginning of the game, we're still using the Broncos playbook at this point in time, and we know we have offensive weapons. And one of our weapons is that man right there, Andre Johnson. That man has been catching on quarterbacks since the 3rd grade. So we're looking to give him the ball as much as possible. And right there, we find him wide open in between 2 defenders, and he scores a touchdown. My opponent needs to get used to looking at Andre Johnson's gluteus maximus because he's going to be celebrating a lot of touchdowns. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So we're up 7-0, and now we're on defense. The point in Madden where we struggle. This is the side of the ball that we usually don't do too good. But, I said but. Anyways, the Texans have a phenomenal defense. So I'm looking to have some success on defense. And right there, we end up getting an interception. No soup for you. And not only do we get an interception, ignore that flag because they want to be holding, because they got to cheat to try and stop the biblicalness that the Texans are going to do on defense. We get a pick 6 and we are up 14-0. And we are feeling damn good about it. So now, hopefully, the defense can continue to do nothing but great things and make it easier for me to win this ball game. Again, I know what the Buffalo Bills are capable of. They're definitely to me, they're a very balanced team. Having those monstrous running backs make it easy to try and do stuff on offense, but unfortunately he likes to keep passing to these wide open Texans. I understand you just see red. The red don't mean it's a target. Just because I'm wearing red doesn't mean throw it here. I'm wearing red. It doesn't mean please throw it to me. I'm wide open. So again, we are moving the ball with ease because there's so many weapons. And right there's like, can you please get some more speed? How can you not? You have an open field. But we end up getting stopped. So now we are in field goal territory. We'll gladly take that if he's able to stop us. So right here, we end up going to Walter, and we are 3rd and 5. And we decide to go over towards the left, and we get our first down. So, which is very, very important. We're within the 5-yard line. So we get hit as we throw, so it's unsuccessful right there. But we definitely want to score considering we're so close to the end zone. And that's exactly what we do. He was booty hole, butthole naked, and we end up scoring a touchdown, going up 21-0. Now, usually I'm able to do pretty good with defensive teams for the most part, but not usually this good. Pitching shutouts? GS pitching shutouts? That just doesn't happen. And right there, thank you. I was wide open. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody, please give this man a link to my channel and give him a how to not quit guide. He ends up quitting. And you know what we're going to do for you guys? We're going to hit you with another biblical gameplay because that one was cut a little short. And we go back to the Houston Texans feeling we deserve to give you guys Houston Texans gameplay. We don't want to cut it short and then go to another team. And then you guys will be like, yo, what about the Texans? You played us. He quit. We didn't get a gameplay. That's a dirtbag move, GS. Don't worry. I got you. So today we are going up against the Denver Broncos. And now we are prepared for more of a struggle on defense because Denver is definitely more capable of doing damage on offense due to Peyton Manning can put it anywhere. And he could definitely put it in the Texans' hands. No soup for you, my friend. We get another interception. I don't know what it is about these Texans defense. They continue to be wide open. They happen to be the opponent quarterback's favorite target. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? In my Run DMC voice. And speaking of me getting all excited, Run DMC voicing and celebrating, No soup for us, man. We end up throwing our own interception. So maybe we need to calm down. We're a little too overhyped. We're catching interceptions. We're doing cute catchphrases, but then we throw our own. So that kind of brings us back down to life. But again, this defense is really, really good. And come on, son. I know you see me. Stop being disrespectful and thinking that I ain't got no users. That is why I say, don't be disrespectful. You clearly see me and you want to test the biblical warfare beast. As you can see, that was a 7-point test, and we end up capitalizing on his mistake. So now we're looking for another stop. Our offense has yet to hit the field. Outside of that, horrendous interception, we didn't get things going yet. So scoring defensively definitely helps our confidence. And right here, this man likes to go for it on 4th down. He's like, forget special teams. I'm going up against the offensive genius. I need to be able to move the ball on him. So right now, we're feeling like, okay, this guy, he's going all out. He's going for it on 4th downs. We need to be able to lock it up. Lock it up. I'm talking about lock it up. So hopefully we can do that. Right here we got a big 4th down, and again he goes for it, and thankfully we end up batting that down with our backside. I don't know, but we end up stopping it, and we get the ball in pretty good, decent field position. Right here we go to none other than screens. Somebody left a comment recently saying that, yo, GS, you're calling way too many screens. Apparently, you haven't been watching the biblicalness that I've been uploading every day. Because if you were, my man, you would see that I said that this Denver scheme is built around screens because it has 2 screenplays out of the same formation with no moving of the receivers. So I could call a screen to the left, I could call a screen to the right, and nobody moves. And I thought that was a very, very good way to, sneak in a lot of screens, and this scheme was built off of the screenplay. So you're going to see me doing a lot of screens, and that is why I stuck to this formation and this playbook at this time, because I really thought that was a good way to move the ball downfield, expand the field a little bit, maybe confuse him, maybe hope he may put some, DEs and contains and be able to open up the middle of the field and things like that. So yes, I'm doing a lot of screens, but that is why I chose this scheme, because of the screens. So there you go, son. So right now we're up 14-0, and our defense again is putting in work. 4th and long right here, and of course he decides to go for it. So he goes deep up top over towards the left, and nothing. It wasn't even that deep. But he ends up getting the 1st down. So right now he's in really good position to score. But, we're not too worried. We know we have a good defense on the field. And right there, again, don't test the user. Stop being disrespectful. Can you please send this man a link to my channel? Send him a message. Go to PSN. Send this man a message. YouTube.com/user/Mr. Golden Sports. You need to check him out, and you need to not do this, and not test the user. And speaking of that, I end up throwing my own interception. Every time I'm in the middle of a catchphrase, I throw my own interception. That's not biblical whatsoever. We're giving up great opportunities. And as I'm editing this video, I'm looking, and I don't even know why I threw those passes. I honestly can't figure it out. I'm looking, and I'm like, he wasn't even close to being open. Why am I throwing the ball? Like, I didn't have pressure on me. I don't even know. But fortunately, we end up stopping him. When we go back to Andre, that is a grown man. Andre Johnson is a grown man. That man is a beast. So he gets us within the 5-yard line. And right here is really tough scoring out of that formation, but we still stick to it, and we still end up scoring a touchdown anyways because we're an offensive genius. So we're up 21-0 right now, and we're feeling good. The Texans are definitely, one of the better teams in the game, and they just have defensive playmakers everywhere. Their man-to-man is really, really good. I like using Daniel Manning as we get a fumble recovery right there. Because of his speed and agility and his acceleration, makes it really easy to move around the field. And offensively, Foster's a monster. There's really no good running plays out of this formation. But, when you are able to run the ball and utilize Foster, he's really, really, really tough to stop. And then you got Andre Johnson. And Matt Schaub is definitely no slouch. He's a very good, accurate quarterback. So, all in all, man, the Texans are definitely a top-notch team. And we're definitely playing like that. Their defense is doing what their defense is supposed to do. Locking down, playing really tough. Right there we get sacked. So a starting goal right here. We call a screenplay. We backpedal and we end up finding Arian Foster. And we end up finding daylight in front of us, and we end up scoring another touchdown. So we are up 28-0. And again, this defense just has a mind of its own where they're just playing that good. That's how tough this defense is. We're going up against Peyton Manning, who can fit the ball in between anywhere. So, him having difficulty on the field is letting you know how tight this Texans defense is. Right there, we end up getting a sack. So 2nd and long, and you don't want to give Peyton Manning too much time because, again, he has the accuracy to thread the needle and put it wherever he wants, the drop of a dime. So right there, he goes deep. He catches us off guard, and he ends up getting within a 10. A really good play call by him, and then he ends up scoring a touchdown the very next play. So, technically, he kind of has a shot, but it's really difficult considering I get ball back at halftime. And, we have the ball now. So, right now, we are already in field goal range. He decides to call a squib kick with, less than a minute left. Why? I don't know. That gives me the ball in really good field position. But maybe he did it because of that. He knew I was going to throw an interception. But come on, Schaub, stop him. Get in front of him. Do something. Open your arms. Get him. And look at Schaub causing the tackle. And right here, he has 8 seconds left. He decides to go for it. He stands in the pocket. Goes over to the left, but he doesn't get a touchdown. So he decides to go for it again. He decides to take the chance. And thankfully, we end up stopping him. And it's 28-7. So, of course, he comes out an onside kick. And, major panic trying to receive the ball back. But we end up recovering. And the very next play, look who's booty hole butt naked wide open over the middle of the field. So we end up throwing a strike to Foster, and we end up scoring a touchdown. So now it's 35-7, and I figure this game is pretty much over at this point. Even if he does, score or whatever, I'm very comfortable with punting him the ball. I don't care as long as I kill as much time as possible. 40 seconds times 4. I got to do them at 4, 8, 12, 16. That's 160 seconds. And that is almost 2.5 minutes. So, that's almost half a quarter. So I'm fine killing as much time because I have a big enough lead where I can just, kill the clock. But I'm pretty sure I'll get a first down here and there. So, just killing the clock is what we want to do. Right on 4th down, he goes deep. We end up swatting that down. And again, we end up getting another quitter. And that's the end of the game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, but only do so if you are entertained. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. We do biblical gameplays every single day. And follow me on Twitter if you guys aren't doing so already. It's your boy GS signing out. As always, one love. Give it to me, baby. I'm out. Peace.